Hello everyone, today I'm going to ask you, what is the biggest rivalry between two games in the recent gaming industry? Of course, there are many games that have huge rivalries. Some may say that Tomb Raider and Uncharted have the best rivalry, while others may say that Call of Duty and Battlefield are the best competitors. They may be right, but in my opinion, I will talk about the best rivalry for me, which is between the game series Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Yes, of course, because they are literally considered one of the oldest rivalries compared to the previous games, and it's still ongoing. In 1996, Capcom decided to make a horror game that combined the atmosphere of the game Sweet Home with the gameplay of Alone in the Dark, and here we got the first installment of the Resident Evil game. What Capcom didn't expect was that this game, which had many ideas cancelled, and they tried to reduce its budget as much as possible due to their hesitation about the game's success, would now become the company's biggest title and receive the highest budgets. Resident Evil is not just a classic game. Many they think the series story is weak and not good, but what makes the game's story special is not its depth but its mystery. Resident Evil games often start with you not knowing who you are, where you are, and who you're dealing with. This is what draws you into the game's story and drives you to find out what's happening with every step. But what makes the Resident Evil game series more special is the gameplay. The Resident Evil series has always been known for its unique gameplay that combines survival horror with some action aspects, a wide variety of weapons but with limited ammo. In addition to the deep and intricate level design, the puzzles are carefully and skillfully placed, which make you feel very satisfied when you solve one of the puzzles. As for the locations, all I can say is that the Resident Evil series isn't just one place or region, it's literally everywhere. You might play a game inside a castle, another part in a city, another in a village, another on an island, and it could even be on a ship or a house in a forest. This because Resident Evil game series isn't confined to one place. This huge diversity in gameplay, level design, and location gives the series tremendous fun and replayability. This is what made the series continue for decades, reaching this stage and becoming an example for successful horror game. But Resident Evil wasn't the only one that reached a high level of success. After the release of the first two installments of the Resident Evil series, Konami decided to develop a horror game to compete with Capcom and her famous game, which led them to develop a psychological horror game released in 1999 called Silent Hill. Here I must say that Silent Hill wasn't just a competitor to Resident Evil, it managed to win her own audience to become a symbol and an example of a psychological horror game. Silent Hill games were distinguished by their mysteries and dark stories and by the thick fog of the town that makes you feel suffocated and lost, in addition to their complex puzzles that are no less difficult than Resident Evil games. But like any other game series, both the Silent Hill and Resident Evil series went through bad period, especially during the PlayStation 3 era, which was a period for action and online games. But now, both have returned with great strength with anticipated games like Silent Hill F and Resident Evil 9 Requiem. This brings us to the question, what kind of horror do you prefer? Do you like psychological dark horror with a sense of being lost and bold ideas, or do you prefer survival horror and confronting organization with a small dose of action? As for my personal opinion, I like both ideas and I am excited for their upcoming games to see what new ideas they will put on their games. If you like the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching and I will see you later. Goodbye.